Hey you guys, what up though? It's a hey, hi, how are ya? Kind of Saturday. Oh my gosh, Becky, what is really going on? Hey, hi, how are ya? All falling apart here. It's definitely Stallworth, AtlTrafficLady, and we are here in HowWeFlow.Today-TV. HowWeFlow.Today-TV. How you flowing today? HowWeFlow is our community based on self-care, wellness, the art of well-being, about living our best life ever. It is about living the life of our dreams that we don't have to take a vacation from. And literally the life of our dreams that we don't have to take a vacation from is living in God's perfect will for your life, right? It's living, God's divine plan for your life. It is living the life that God had for you, right? He created you. He knows what's right for you, right? So that would be the best life ever. Now, sometimes people don't want their best life ever. I don't know why. She swallowed a fly. I guess she'll die. You ever hear that song as a kid? I used to like it. It really freaked my one son out, though. When I sung it for him. Y'all never heard that song? It's like old, it was a folk song or something. It's like, I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Y'all know it? I guess she'll die. I guess it's kind of macabre type of song for kids, but it was for kids. I know an old lady who swallowed a spider, wriggled and wriggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed a spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. I guess she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a bird. How absurd to swallow a bird. Y'all know this song? Come on now. She swallowed a bird to catch the spider that wriggled and wriggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed a spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. I guess she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a cat. Imagine that, to swallow a cat. She swallowed a cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and wriggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. I guess she'll. I know an old lady who she did a cat, swallowed a dog. What a hog to swallow a dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and wriggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. I guess she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a horse. She's dead, of course. I know it's a terrible song for kids, but it was for kids in our day. Kids in our day, we weren't quite as soft and soft feelings as kids these days. They get hurt feelings on everything. Everyone's triggered by everything these days, but and so it should be, I guess. We don't have to be as tough as we used to have to be. You can just be regular. Be your soft self. Now today's message, I don't even know why it triggered my son. He was like, ugh, he could just imagine all the swallowing part. He takes everything so literal, right? When he was a kid, it was like, he was so not happy with that song. I love that song. I don't know why I loved it. That's what they let us sing. Anyway, that was some nursery school type songs. Today's video is called, You Can Lead a Horse to Water. What's the rest of that saying? You can lead a horse to water, but what? You can't make him drink. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. She swallowed a horse. She's dead, of course. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. That means you can point someone or whomever, some things, whatever, in the right direction to help them out, but you can't make them do what is right and good, right? You can't make them make choices that you want them to make. They got to make their own choices. Everybody's got their own life to live. They got to make their own choices, right? So if you're in Atlanta, or if you're on Instagram, you follow, I think it was ATL Scoop or something like that. ATL Scoop. One of them. I think it was ATL Scoop or another one of those ATL sites that shows all kind of crazy videos. It said only in Atlanta or something like that. And there's always something on the highway. I'm the ATL traffic lady. There's always something going on the highway. So usually you see like somebody riding a scooter down the highway, or somebody riding their bike on the highway, or hanging off the back of a truck on the highway, or dancing and twerking on the highway, or whatever people do. So then I saw a horse running down the highway. This was over last week on I-20. Horse running on I-20. And I thought that, because I just looked at it briefly because I was teaching class that day and I had time to like really see the whole video. And there was a horse running down I-20, and I thought someone was riding the horse down I-20. Shortcut to wherever they were going. I don't know. But it was just a horse on I-20 by itself, which is ultra dangerous. I'm sure the horse was scared out of his wits, or her wits. I don't know if it's a male or female horse, but so that was like near, I don't know what time that was, but for some reason I think it was when I came out of school that night, the interstate was shut down. 20 west. I was going 20 east, leaving downtown. This is 20 west going towards downtown. And I'm like, why is it, and towards the downtown connector. And I'm like, why is it shut down? There's always an accident. There's always traffic 24/7 in Atlanta. So I'm like, wow, I wonder what happened. Must be an accident. So I saw the lanes blocked off, and then they were, ramping people off. I show you the traffic cameras on my, when I do traffic reports, how they shut it down. They start, I'm pointing the wrong way, leading everybody off to the exit. They make you exit the interstate and have it all shut down up ahead if there's a crash or crash investigation or whatever. So apparently they were trying to catch the horse. They didn't want any traffic to go near it, so they shut the interstate down, I think. And as it was shut down, it turns out they did catch the horse safely and had it in a horse trailer or whatever they did. So the horse is okay. But a horse running by itself on the interstate, that's so dangerous. So there were crashes as a result of people trying to avoid the horse. The vehicles crashed, but thankfully no one crashed into the horse. The horse had a hedge of protection around it, thankfully, because it's so dangerous, right? So was the horse supposed to be on the highway? No. Horses don't belong on the interstate. They might have heard about, there's a lot of horsepower on the interstate. Well, but that means vehicles. That doesn't mean animals, right? So the horse does not belong on the interstate. Even if someone's riding it, you don't belong on the interstate unless you're being driven in a trailer safely, right? That horse was in the wrong place. But it still was protected in the end. God protected the horse in the end. But the horse was in the wrong place, doesn't belong there. So how many of us have been in the wrong place in our life? Like that horse. They heard something about horsepower on the interstate, but they didn't realize it wasn't their kind of horsepower. Vehicular engine powered horsepower only is allowed on the interstate. Or you might get hurt. So if we're like a horse, or like that horse who thought they heard something that sounded like us, who thought something was aligned with who we are, and so we went with that. The horse heard about horsepower on the interstate, and they went on the interstate for find where's all the horsepower? I don't see any other horses. No one on here is like me. I mean, I just keep going. It must be up ahead. Everybody's still going that way. It must be up ahead. And you just keep going. The horse would have kept going. But thankfully, they were able to corral it and get it safely out of there. But how many of us are in the wrong place, doing the wrong thing with the wrong people or entities or wrong whatever, right? It happens, right? And we need someone to rescue us from that. The horse might have thought it was doing the right thing and maybe didn't want to get rescued. Why did it shut the interstate down? Because it might have been doing whatever to get away. But someone had to get it to where it really belonged, right? So, in our getting to where we belong in life, and what I said this community is about, How We Flow Out Today community is centered on living your best life ever, which is the life God destined for you. And that's your best life. If He created you for it, it's going to be your best thing to do. Yet, And still, sometimes we're not doing that. We're not choosing that. We're choosing something else. That's not, it sounded like what we're supposed to be doing, but it's not, right? And if God doesn't protect you from the other things that are not really like you, horses not like you on the interstate, which is the horsepower of the vehicles, you could get hurt or killed. So I said, God, just help me say this whole thing right today. It's an important message that I'm compelled to say the message. Please, whatever you do, stop being where you're not supposed to be. Stop being where you're not supposed to be. You're getting hurt. You're getting spooked. God's been trying to rescue you. You've been not where you're supposed to be for years now. Is that anybody here? We all do it sometimes. Well, we can't be doing it for years. Because after a while, after all the years, it begins to feel like it's the right thing, and it's not. It's still the wrong thing. It was the wrong thing on day one. It's the wrong thing 5.5 years later. It's the wrong thing. And the horse would have been better off somewhere with horses where it belonged with, not with the horsepower of engines and vehicles, etc., on a crowded interstate. So, again, sometimes we choose not what God chooses for us. And that's our choice. If you don't want it, you don't want it. God, I don't like that. Nah, it don't look like what I really need to be rocking with. Doesn't look like my style. Don't look like my this and that. Until you try it on. Like, you ever had some outfit, someone who was suggesting for you, oh, you should, oh, this will be good. You're like, no, I don't like that. I don't look good on the hanger. You should try it on. I'm not trying that on. Or a pair of shoes. Oh, you should try these on. I'm not trying them on. I don't like them. I don't like the outfit. I don't like that hat. And then you give in and you try it on. And you love it. Oh my gosh, I didn't know it was going to look like this. It didn't look so great when it was on a hanger 5.5 years ago. But it looks amazing now. It looks amazing on me. I love it, right? And then you love it. And you're so glad you tried it on. That's like God giving you your pure destiny. Here you go, my child. I am handing you this personally. I'm giving you exactly what I have created for you, so you can live the fullness of the purpose of your life. Here you are. Here, like Linus in the blanket. Here, he's trying to give the security blanket to Charlie Brown on when Charlie Brown's going for the National Elimination Spelling Bee champion, Charlie Brown. They're like, champion Charlie Brown, right? And he's going for the spelling bee, and Linus is willing to give up his security blanket for good luck to Charlie Brown. Here. He's like, I can't take your blanket, Linus. Here. All he could do is just not even look. He's like, here. It was hurting him so much to give that up, that security blanket up. Here. And Charlie Brown's like, no, Linus, I can't take your security blanket, but you need that. Oh, I'm not going to take that. And he says, you sure, Linus? Here. And then he goes, okay, here, thanks, Linus, here. And then he takes it to the spelling bee. That was big for Linus to do. To give up his security blanket for any reason whatsoever. He'd never give that thing up. But it meant so much for him, his friend, to do well, that he's willing to do whatever it takes, right? It means so much for my friend to do well, that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to see you do well. So here I am making videos again. I don't know if you see the videos or you don't. Or pay attention to videos or you don't. But Linus gave up that security blanket, his safe space, to help his friend. And I'm giving up my safe space to help my friend. All right? That is what I'm doing for you today. You can lead a horse to water. Your friend trying to lead you to water, but your friend can't make you drink. All right? Your friend can lead you to water, but you can't make you drink. I'm telling you, I had to write notes on this one. I don't usually write any notes. I usually just talk. Yeah. It's Stephanie Stallworth, AtlTrafficLady. Welcome to HowWeFlow.Today-TV. I forgot to start with the love. Love, hugs, kisses, pats, all of that. I want to see you live your best life ever. I'm so ready for you to move into your purpose, to remove that asterisk off of your name when your legacy comes into play. Oh, they were great every in their personal life. Their professional life, but their personal life was disaster. I'm trying to help you remove that. God has a way for you to remove that asterisk off of your name. But you got to be willing to take the thing here. It's the key to the source of the gold dust. If you've been following HowWeFlow.Today-TV since last July, really August maybe, and we've been working on flipping that switch. Flip the switch. Flip the switch to your mindset so that you have the proper mindset. That's a mindset of leveling up out of that narrow thinking, that lower level thinking, those lower level choices and decisions that we make, into a higher level of thinking, God level of thinking, where he wants you to be thinking and knowing what he can do. What kind of God do you serve? Right? The God you serve has all kinds of things he can do. He could do it in the twinkling of an eye. He could do it in a running in the hallway, oop, just like that. It was done. And you knew it. But you ran from it. You chose not to take it. He handed it to you. What you've been dreaming of all of your life, and you thought it was never possible. Here I was preparing it for you all this time. And guess what? Ding, here it is in the twinkling of an eye. Boom. You run into it. You run into your blessing. You run into your wish fulfillment. You run into what you've dreamed of and wished for all of your life. And you don't take it. It's too good to be true. Can't be from God. Too good to be true. Can't be from God. So you run away from it. You decide to run on the side of the interstate with the other horsepower energy, instead of in the 180 something acres of pasture that you have in your dream home, right? Your dream estate. Now I'm going to run on the interstate instead of my dream estate. What state do you want, right? He has it all for you, and you don't believe him. Do you believe God? You got to believe God. I always say, I believe God. No matter how crazy or outlandish or unexpected it could be, or how it sounds too good to be true, but what kind of God do we serve? A too good to be true God. He could do anything. He could do anything but fail. He's not going to fail you. He led you right to it. And you knew it. And you said no. It's okay. God, I'm not quite ready for that yet. I got to make some changes in myself in order to really be in the right position for it. And I'm not ready to make the changes quickly. Okay. People do that. Maybe it's going to take you a little longer. It's going to take you 6 months to make some changes. A year. 2 years. No changes yet. Just digging into your other decision. 3 years. How many years is it going to take? God's wondering. 4 years? Still no change? No contact? No trying to make a connection with what he handed you? No trying to go back to it? 5 years? 5 years came and gone. And still nothing? It's going on 6 years, right? And you still didn't pick up what God laid in front of you. Still. But why though, right? That's the question of the day. Why did you not drink? Drink from the water that he gave you. Oh my gosh, but why, right? What is the real reason why you're not doing that thing? Like, what is really going on? What is really going on? It's like, I don't know. you just decide maybe that I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing with other people, against who God sent for you, in their face. That's never going to make sense to your person. I heard somebody say that before. That's never going to make sense to your person. When you know, you already knew, like you knew before they knew. You knew before they knew. And you're still doing all these other things. It doesn't make sense to your person. It's never going to make sense to your person. Never. It's never justified to do that, right? Yet because your person has faith in God and believes God that something will come to pass, then they hang in there with it, right? But there comes a time, what I talked about before, your tracking number, waiting for your package. I got a package from Amazon the other day, right? Package from Amazon. Hello, Amazon. It was supposed to come Saturday. Something I was going to wear for Pentecost Sunday. It didn't come Saturday. It says it's going to come Sunday. It didn't come Sunday. It says it's going to come Monday. It didn't come Monday. It didn't come Tuesday. It didn't come Wednesday. It came on Thursday or even Friday. I think it came Thursday. It might come Friday. That's almost a week later. That's like 5.5 years later. But at least they gave me an idea of when it was going to come. Your package has been delayed in transit, but it's still coming. Whereas sometimes people don't give any tracking information about when they're going to be arriving. They don't even let the receiver know that they're in transit on the way. They don't even let the receiver know that they're not coming at all. So the receiver's just waiting for the package. Yet they see the package bouncing around with everybody else. Just living life. Like, where's my pack? Where's my stuff? My package, God, what's up? I ain't got no tracking information. I got no information about when it's coming. But I believe God that it's coming, right? But after a while, even the worst customer service company will either send you a refund or a replacement or just say, hey, we can't fulfill the order. They don't just say nothing for years and years and years and years and years and years. And you see who you're supposed to be coming to. You even talk to them sometimes when they are there to talk. Well, you don't reach out to talk, but you know, when they're there and you can say something to them, you say something to them, but not about that. Oh, by the way, you know, if I owe somebody something or I'm supposed to do something for somebody, I'm like, oh, shucks, I didn't have a chance to do it. Oh, there they are. Oh, I'm still going to do that thing for you. You say something. You don't just say nothing. Like, who says nothing? You know the person's got it on their mind. In fact, they're probably talking about it, but you just say nothing? You act like they didn't even say anything. That doesn't make sense to your person. It never will. A lot of things that will never make sense to your person unless you explain it. You can't explain it because you can't talk about it. You can't talk about it because I don't know why she swallowed a fly. What? Why don't we understand what's really going on? Or do you? And you know, it's like doing whatever you're doing with whomever you're doing with, matching outfits, this and that, whatever you do. Hey, if that's what you want to do, this is what you got to do. You got to do what you want to do. To say, God, I'm not doing what you wanted me to do. I'm doing what I wanted me to do because it's your life. Let's say, whose life is this? No one can make you do anything. You got free will. You can choose God's perfect will or permissive will or out of his will completely. You can do whatever you want. We all can. But you got to notify some people. Where's the notifications? You have your notifications on? Your person got their notifications on. Don't you have notifications on for some of your social media accounts? People have notifications on, or for the emails coming, notifications, or you know, on your phone notifications. Or unless you're on Do Not Disturb, you don't get any notifications. Then when you turn it back on, it's like bing, bling, bling, bling. All these notifications, like what? So much stuff, right? No notification, no anything. But it's like your person. It's never going to make sense to your person. It's never justify how people handle stuff. Still fixated on going after the wrong stuff. And you know, I said this on another video. I heard someone say it, that Sometimes God sends you the thing that's for you. And you know it. I mean, like I said, maybe you're not ready for it. It would require you to level up. You weren't ready to level up. You weren't expecting them then, although it was your wish fulfillment, the dream come true, all of that. But like, whoa, I wasn't ready for that yet. Shucks, let me get ready. Anybody can understand that. But also sometimes the enemy uses people to distract you from what God has for you. And either the person is the enemy and working for the enemy knowingly, or they may not know they're working for the enemy or being used by the enemy to distract you from what God really has for you. So your person, your replacement substitute person, your we call a thing, your temporary person, which is turning long-term temporary, your until I get myself together person, they might think that they are really doing the right thing by being with you. They don't know that the enemy used them as a lure and a bait to take you from what God really had for you in your life. Right? Or maybe they do know, and they decided, yeah, we're going to make sure he don't get what he wants because it's going to make me get cut off. It's going to make us get cut off from all the good stuff that he provides for us. Access, finances, whatever else that goes to it, right? People have everyone's got their own agendas, I guess, let's say, and why they do what they do. So your matching out person is either unknowingly thinking that, hey, this is the right thing, but yet the enemy set it up so that they could distract you, or they knowingly know that they're not the right thing, but they're just using you for what they can get, which they are anyway. But they're using you, and other people in the circle are using you for what they can get. And so they know what God has for you, but they want to stop it at all costs. And they're stopping it at all costs because it's gone on so long that they've been stopping it. And I've asked this before, and someone says, why are they stopping it at all costs? These are people who also love the Lord, they say. And if they love the Lord and they love you, why would they not want you to have what God has for you in his perfect will? Like, if you're someone who loves the Lord and you love your friend, if it's your friend, and sometimes it's your partner, your so-called partner, fake partner, because they really backstabbing you, but you know that, manipulating you and stuff, but spelling on you. But okay, let's say they're your partner. They're who you're rocking with, who you're giving all your everything to. And they love God too. And they know they're not the one that God called you to come together in union with. But if they really are serving that same God you're serving, why would they still stand in the place of who God really sent for you to connect with, right? If they love God and want to see God's will for your life, if they love you enough to want to see you happy and in God's perfect will, who are they to stop it? They're not people that love God the way you love God. They just say they do. They just act it out on stage, right? Why would anyone who is serving the true and living God that you are try to put a stop to what God's doing in your life? What business is it of theirs to stop what God's doing in your life? They need to be finding what God's doing in their life and stop trying to stop your blessings. I don't understand that, because if I know God has something for somebody I care about and it's not me, I don't want somebody else's blessing. And I want them to get exactly what God had planned for them, because it's for their best, and it fulfills God's will, right? And we want that. I don't care who it's for. I don't care who has to move. I want the best for whoever I'm caring about, right? So why they're trying to destiny swap, I don't know. But guess what? Here's the thing. In case the destiny swapper is watching, or someone who knows them, they're not going to get the same destiny that God had for you and your person. They're going to get some destiny that you and this fake destiny swap are going to get, but it ain't the same level up that God had already planned for your life, because you didn't choose what he told you to choose. God will give you your heart's desires when you make his desires for you your desire. But he already knows. It's like that outfit that you put on you didn't think you're going to like, and then you're like, oh my gosh, it looked terrible in the hanger, but look at it now, it's gorgeous, I love this thing. We'll say, oh my mama, not on my mama, I look fly, I look good, right? You ain't know it's going to look so good on you at the time. You didn't want to try the thing on. You still ain't tried it on. You could look fly, look good, and be happy with it. Because God created the perfect thing and the perfect will for your perfection of life. No matter what you've done before, no matter what we've done before, no matter we've sinned and it's for all of sin, falling short of God's word. So it doesn't matter. He doesn't give you it based on your behavior and how you've done before. He gives it. We talked about this before. Oh my gosh, I talked about so much in our videos. God doesn't give you based on your behavior. He's not good to you because of your behavior. He's good to you because he's good. So I think someone came to minister to the church and said that in their sermon. And that's what I've always been saying. People think, oh, you're so nice. You're too nice to people. I'm nice to people because I'm nice. I'm not nice to people because they're nice to me. It doesn't make me naive or anything. I know everything people are doing. God shows me all the tomfoolery, all the trickery, all all the foolishness that y'all do. But I'm nice because I'm nice. I'm nice to you because I'm nice. God is good to you because God is good, not because you did anything or you didn't do anything. And these are the things we got to understand. So if God is good to you because he's good to you, then you should believe that if he said he's going to redeem the time, he's going to redeem your name, he's going to redeem all of the things that have happened before and get you set straight so that you have no asterisk next to your name going down in history. Yeah, they were great professionally, but personally it was a whole disaster area. That could be over with in how God has things set up, but you won't try that thing on. Why won't you try that thing on? It's going to fit good. You know what I mean? It's going to be good. So, it's like you're doing too much with this other entity. And it's not an entity for your good. Again, I told you long ago, it's not a feather in your cap. It ain't cute, fun, or funny. It's lovely. It's exactly what you would be lured away by. The devil knows what to do. They know who to send, right? But you're doing too much with them against your person. It's never going to make sense to your real person. It's never justified. I don't think God's pleased with it. And how long will it take us to learn the lesson that we need to learn before we can level up? If we learn the lesson, we won't keep doing what we're doing. We won't keep staying where we're staying. We won't keep associating with who we're associating with. That's some low level stuff. That's the kiddie pool. I told you. Gotta come up out the kiddie pool. What happens in the kiddie pool? Do they put chlorine in the kiddie pool? No. So anything that kids put in the kiddie pool out of their own person, it stays there. And you in the kiddie pool. I want you up out of that thing. But that's enough, You knew what it was. You knew what it was. From the moment you saw what God put in front of your face, you knew what it was. Be honest about that. And it's like your person knew what it was. Not the same time you did, but not long after, right? And really, you just need to handle that thing. You need to handle that. I don't know why you're not handling that. Why are you not handling that? Like, you know what it is. You know what God said. You know what your person said was confirmed about the enemy owning you, owning your mind. and they own your mind. They own you. You're being owned when you hesitate to take action, even though you're being shown what you need to do. How long will it take for you to actually say, okay, God, I trust you enough to take that step, right? You can't just ignore this whole thing. I mean, you can, I think you're doing a good job of that. But you can't just let people get away with what they're doing to you to thwart your future, just so they could stay out of some benefit of whatever you offer them, right? People try to block your union. They intercepted messages and made sure you couldn't connect and communicate directly, and any messages you sent, they didn't send. If you sent any, they didn't deliver any messages your person sent through them to you, because you trusted them, so they did. And so they never sent it, or they twisted the message to give a certain outcome, or made up stories about your person to tell you, made up stories about you to tell your person, all of that is what's been going on. You can't just ignore this. They can't just get away with it. You just let the people get away with this stuff and stay there owned by these people. You can't be owned. Well, you can't let yourself be owned. They thought they could get away with this stuff. And they will, unless you handle this thing. You know that. I'm not even fussing. I'm just talking. Like, this is a message that I have to get out. And I don't want to feel like talking about it. I'd rather be relaxing. It's a holiday weekend, right? But they're going to get away with it unless you handle it. And you know that these people are wrong. And you just let them keep on hanging out by your side, chilling with you, hanging in the cut, like they did no wrong. What is that? Identity theft. That's something people are doing to your person. Opening accounts in your person's name. What are we doing here? Anything to harm your person. Anything, just so they could stay there when you need to have kicked them out by now, right? So there is a war on your mind. There's a war being waged against your mind to kind of keep you from getting done what needs to be done. Gonna do what must be done. You got to do what must be done. And there's a war on your mind to keep you from getting done what must be done. There's a war on my mind to keep me from getting done what I must do. There's things I must be doing, whether it's related to my person or other things in my life. There are wars against me doing what must be done. And when I don't do what must be done, or you don't do what must be done, it's going to keep you from getting God's divine purpose in your life, right? It's going to keep me from getting God's divine purpose in my life. The enemy's plans, let me announce this. The enemy's plans have been canceled. You say it. The enemy's plans have been canceled. Good. It's over. And you tell them that. Your plans have been canceled. I know what you've been doing. You tell them. I know what you've been doing. You get right there. I know what you've been doing. Your plans have been canceled. And send them on. They gotta go. Why are you still letting them stay around you? Continue to manipulate. Oh, I just hate to see you having to go through this. I think that's why I'm so charged up about this message. I don't want to talk about it. I just want you to be free from this thing. Good grief. Like, how long do you have to put up with this? How long will you put up with it? What's your breaking point? What's the point where you say, all right, enough is enough? What do they have to do? Or will you ever just say enough is enough? You'll just keep going with it? Will you? I mean, what is it really? Like, what's it really going to be? Are you going to get God's divine purpose for your life, that you know what it is? I was thinking of a song. When I was thinking of what I was going to say, I heard a song. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love? I think that was, who's that? Bonnie Raitt or somebody. Let's give them something. Let's find some song lyrics. Something to talk about.